many times have you said this to yourself? Tomorrow, I am quitting my phone. Next week, I am waking up early. Next month, I am done with junk food. Then tomorrow arrives, and the phone is back in your hand. Next week arrives, and your finger hits snooze before you are fully awake. Next month arrives, and somehow there is fried food in front of you. So you blame yourself. No discipline, no willpower, no control. But that may not be the real problem. The problem is not that you are weak. The problem is that your brain is old. It was shaped for a world where calories were rare, comfort was temporary, and saving energy could keep you alive. Then, that brain was dropped into a world of endless snacks, endless screens, and endless ways to escape discomfort in 1 second. Your bad habits are not random. They are ancient survival systems meeting modern triggers. And once you see that, the fight changes. Because you do not break a habit by screaming at yourself. You break it by understanding the program. A habit is an automatic behavior your brain builds to save energy. You brush your teeth without planning every motion. You tie your shoes without thinking through each loop. You open an app before you remember choosing to open it. That is the point. The brain does not want to make every action a conscious decision. Decision-making is expensive. Attention is expensive. Self-control is expensive. So when you repeat a behavior enough times, the brain compresses it into a shortcut. Cue, routine, reward. A trigger appears, the behavior runs. The brain gets something it wants. Relief, pleasure, distraction, comfort, escape. Then the brain remembers. Next time, it runs the loop faster. This is why habits feel like they happen before you decide. Because often, they do. By the time your conscious mind says, wait, why am I doing this? The program is already moving. That is why bad habits are hard to quit. Not because the behavior is powerful by itself, because the behavior is solving something. You do not scroll only because the phone is interesting. You scroll because boredom feels uncomfortable, because stress needs somewhere to go, because silence feels too loud. You eat it because the brain reads fat, salt, and sugar as valuable. For most of human history, rich food was rare. If your ancestor found dense calories, the best strategy was simple. Eat. Now. You do not procrastinate only because you are lazy. You procrastinate because the task creates discomfort, and the brain wants immediate relief. The bad habit is not the real root. The bad habit is the tool your brain found to meet a need. Remove the tool without meeting the need, and the need comes back wearing another costume. You quit snacks, then start binge watching. You quit your phone, then open your laptop. You quit one distraction, then build a new one. The brain is not asking for the habit, it is asking for the reward underneath it. That is where most advice fails. It tells you to stop the behavior, but it ignores the reward. And a reward system ignored does not disappear. It waits. Then it pulls harder. There is another reason willpower fails. Your brain is not only responding to reality, it is predicting it. When you see your phone on the table, your brain does not wait for pleasure. It predicts pleasure. When you walk past the kitchen at night, your brain does not wait for the snack. It predicts the snack. When you see a difficult task, your brain predicts discomfort. Then it offers an escape. Check something first. Take a break first. Just one video first. The craving begins before the reward. The prediction creates the pull, and willpower is trying to fight that pull after it has already started. That is a bad fight. Willpower is slow. The habit loop is fast. Willpower gets tired. The cue does not. So the real question is not, how do I become stronger? The real question is, Why does my brain keep predicting that this behavior will save me? To answer that, go back. Imagine a human 200,000 years ago. Food is uncertain. Energy is precious. Comfort does not last. In that world, the brain learned rules that made sense. If high-calorie food appears, eat it. If effort is unnecessary, save energy. If pleasure is available now, take it. The future is not guaranteed. Those rules helped your ancestors survive, but the environment changed faster than the brain did. Today, calories are everywhere. Comfort is one tap away. Pleasure is engineered, packaged, and waiting in your pocket. Your brain did not become defective. It became mismatched. So you are not fighting a bad habit. You are fighting an ancient brain in a modern trap. And that means the solution has to change. Step 1. Find the cue. Every habit has a trigger, a time, a place, an emotion, a person, a pattern. Maybe you scroll every night after sitting on the couch. Maybe you snack when you feel stressed. Maybe you procrastinate when a task feels unclear. Do not start by judging it. Start by mapping it. When does it happen? Where am I? What am I feeling? What happened right before it? The cue is the door. If you cannot see the door, you cannot change what comes through it. Step 2. Identify the reward. Ask a harder question. What is this habit giving me? Not what is it costing me. What is it giving me? Phone scrolling may give novelty. Junk food may give comfort. Procrastination may give relief. Staying up late may give a sense of control over a day that did not feel like yours. Once you know the reward, you can stop treating the habit like the enemy. The habit is a clumsy solution. Your job is to build a better one. Step 3. Replace the behavior, not the need. If the need is relaxation, choose another relaxation. If the need is stimulation, choose another stimulation. If the need is escape, create a smaller, safer escape. Do not tell the brain you get nothing now. The brain will rebel. Tell it you get the reward a different way. The cue can stay. The reward can stay. The routine changes. That is how the brain learns. Step 4. Change the environment. This is the step people underestimate. If the phone, snacks, or app are right beside you, the cue is alive. You are asking willpower to fight a room designed against it. Do not do that. Move the phone. Remove the snacks. Block the app. Put the book where the phone used to be. Make the bad habit harder. Make the better habit easier. That is not weakness. That is design. Step 5. Give the brain time. Habit change is not a switch. It is training. Some habits change quickly. Others take weeks or months. So stop asking, why am I not fixed yet? Ask, did I repeat the new loop today? That is the real unit of change. Not perfection. Repetition. You will fail sometimes. That does not mean the old habit won. It means the old loop is still strong. Of course it is. One mistake is not evidence that you cannot change. It is information. What triggered it? What reward was I seeking? What needs to be easier next time? That question turns failure into data. This is the real reversal. You do not break bad habits by becoming a different person overnight. You break them by becoming a better designer of your own triggers. The old advice says, be stronger. The better question is, why is this so easy to repeat? And how do I make the better choice easier to repeat instead? Because your brain is not your enemy. It is an ancient machine trying to save energy, seek reward, and avoid pain. It is doing exactly what it was built to do, just in a world it was never built for. So the next time you fail, do not turn it into a character trial. Look at the loop. Find the cue. Name the reward. Change the environment. Repeat the replacement. Give it time. You are not trying to defeat your brain. You are teaching it a new prediction. This does not happen in one dramatic moment. It happens quietly, one cue at a time, one choice at a time, until the old program stops feeling automatic and the new one begins to run.